It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on the Lions. Rocket on quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Lions and the Jags. All that and more coming up next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had a good teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The Lions at 7-3 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's going from the backyard to the big stage.
And now the rookie's three. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 49 yards.
And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You talk about this Lions defense.
This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of the challenges that come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 63 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Williams now on the return.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 43. On play action, they'll throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long.
Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They're coming at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it throws incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be, at the end of this play, on the big-time game, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Green's got it over the middle. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 3 yards out, and the Lions have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Now Lawrence.
His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Handoff running left is Etienne.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And a short gain here down to the 22. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
Now 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Here's 3rd down and 4. Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 17 yards out.
And the Jags are once again back in front.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw.
That is caught by Laporta.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw again. Being chased outlet. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with it. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And that's incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk about these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host. I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crack the throwing lanes?
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks so much. We'll get back to you and Charles in Detroit in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at what's following our two games later today. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. The Packers need to string a few wins together here down the stretch, but this last one moves them back above 500 at 6-5. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time
That was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on, because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. Fighting it off. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd and 2.
On play action, they'll throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Again, he'll drop to throw. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Remember, CD, he ran one in himself earlier. Now he rifles one in. Gosh, I mean, he can hurt defenses in so many different ways.
Yeah, and you laid it out there perfectly, I think, because of your observation. That earlier rushing touchdown, didn't you feel like it played a part in this one here?
Absolutely. They've got to account for his legs, and then, boom, he can hit you with his arm.
Yeah, and the coverage now, it's gone, and it opened up the throwing lanes, and he hit it in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Face man. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
A give to ETN running right.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
On play action, Lawrence.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Lawrence will throw.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body.
And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a dump off here complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 34.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
4th down to give to Gibbs.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
79 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point attempt to follow here.
Get that field goal. We need this. Don't get tackled.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Jaguars back with it on offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A short throw to Ingram.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
A shotgun snap, and again the ETA.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence.
Short throw to Smith. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run with ETN. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now with the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up. Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up, right? Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and the Jags get to him as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here comes the Lions punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk